Linda has her quirks, as we all do. There's usually a pencil behind her ear. And sometimes it's behind her ear and she's still looking for it. She has a knack for losing things that eventually find her way back. Including, she's the only one I know that actually left something in a cab in New York City and it got delivered to the hotel where we were staying. She hums her way through many a situation, much to the chagrin of staff at times. And she shares her successes with everyone, not just in the company. She is very democratic that way. Always a curious mind and sense of adventure. She also can thrive on chaos and can sometimes cause it just to stir things up a bit. And she loves metaphors. I've witnessed her explaining our products as how they take root in the market by comparing them to prairie grasses. I'm going to catch up here a bit on some slides, hopefully. Let's see. Not going down. Oh, okay, there we go. So this was shortly after the move to Washington, or to 4th Street in Loveland. The late 90s. This was 20 years of handwoven. And with the 20 years came, of course, another time when people were all contributed in many ways, because it was also a passing of the baton, so to speak, from Jean Scorgi, stopped as editor of the magazine, and Marilyn Murphy took over. Okay, let's talk about contests. Linda not only likes to challenge people at Interweave, she also challenges the community. And there have been many, many contests that have taken part through the magazines. It's how she got content for the magazines many times. And just to name a few things that maybe some of you have participated in the weaving, there was the Great Cover-Up Weaving Contest, the Great Ties Weaving Contest, the Award for Excellence for Weaving in the Home, the Sensational Scarves Weaving Contest, the Teach a Friend to Weave, a Weaving to Wear contest. In spin-off, there were things that was the Book of World Records, toppled again. And when Linda was in Peru at Tancui, which was a gathering of weavers last November, she also had a contest there with the spinners to see what was faster, spinning on their hand spindle versus spinning on the wheel. And it was judged, and the result, of course, was hand spinning, of course, by the Peruvians. Here she is spinning in one of the villages. She carries her spinning with her as she travels. Now this is how we usually see Linda. You know, taken in the office, wonderful weaving behind her. But Linda also likes to play and have fun. And so, and she likes to dress up. I'm not quite sure where that comes from, but I have many pictures of her. So this is in Guatemala. This is Halloween at a company meeting, nonetheless. This is in last year in Peru. And I admit, this is some Photoshop work of as a P2 marker. So in closing, interweave logo, of course, because it also becomes the heart. And Linda, it is my wish for you to find your little house in Oklahoma and write your book, because that's one of the things that I've discovered through a lot of your writing, is that many things do come to pass. And have more time for traveling adventures out on the plains in Peru. One other thing, I'm going to pass what you call in publishing, it's a dummy book. And it's the dummy book for Weaver's Companion. And these come from the book printers to show us how a book is formatted and flat and spiral bound. There's nothing in it right now. That's where you all come in. So I'm going to pass this around, and please write whatever you would like to for Linda.
Thank you so much, Marilyn. Before I bring Linda up here, I just want to say that I don't think there's anybody in this room which she hasn't touched our lives in some way. And I think especially as a guild, we are so lucky to have had a long relationship with Interweave. Interweave's benefited us in many ways, and has provided our guild with so many opportunities that have in turn enriched Interweave Press. And it's been, I think, a really wonderful, long relationship. Our members have been published in the magazine. I worked at Interweave for many years. I don't know exactly why Linda hired me. When I went to interview, I was applying for a shipper job. I never became the shipper, and then when I actually did get hired and I went back to Interweave, I found out that I had stapled my resume upside down and backwards, literally. And maybe she never looked at it, but anyway, she hired me, but maybe she didn't. That's probably the reason I got hired. But anyway, today I want to celebrate our guild with that relationship with Interweave, and also just enjoy being together and celebrating our lives in the textile arts. We're so lucky to have that in our lives. Linda, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'd like to introduce Linda Ligon, and we're going to take a few minutes to get set up, so if you want to just talk among yourselves for a couple minutes, that'd be great.